Hey guys, I'm Janet on occasion, and today I'm playing the Total War Warhammer II Battle Replay. So as you can see, yeah, I'm playing as Tomb Kings, which I honestly can't remember ever doing on my channel. I know I've put community casts where people played Tomb Kings, but I don't think I've ever actually done it, which is pretty strange, right? Basically, I just had so many people playing as the Tomb Kings that I got a bit bored of just fighting them, and yeah, I never really got the chance to play them before I kind of got, you know, just found them a bit tedious. So now, though, it's been a while, and I'm not really seeing Tomb Kings at all, so I thought I'd give it a bash. So as you can see, I've got a load of Tomb Guard in the front, against the High Elves, by the way, which tends to be a very good pick for Tomb Kings. But, you know, it's fine. I picked Tomb Kings because I didn't really, you know, I hadn't really played them in ages, wanted to give them a whirl, and the guy had picked High Elves just before, so I actually warned him, don't worry, not trying to counter pick, and he said, oh, don't worry, man. I know your channel, like, don't worry, it just means I have an excuse if I lose. So, it's a good support. But anyway, so I brought the Deathcaster as well, you know, Arcan in the black. I got my Tomb Guard with halberds, load Tomb Guard in the front, and I've also got a load of cheap spears in case he tries to harass me with Illyrian Reavers or anything. So that'll be useful. I've also got a Tomb Prince, also on a chariot. I wanted them to match, you know, it's more fun that way. And also, over here, you can see I have a Tomb Scorpion vanguarded, and another Tomb Scorpion over here. I've also got 2 units of Skeleton Horseman Archers, and I've got 3 units of Carrion. So I've got some cool stuff, and I really like this army that he's got going on. So he's got 2 units of Phoenix Guard here at the moment. He's got another one in the back. He's got a Life Mage, which is great for countering Arcan's, you know, horrible, horrible death magic. So he's going to be a priority for me. He's also got Tyrion, great for cutting through the fodder. Really useful. I really like Tyrion, and he's so hard to kill. So really good pick, I think. Also, Eagle Claw Bolt Throwers. You don't often see these, but actually, they're pretty good for trying to snipe out Tomb King Lords. So that's what he's trying to do with them. He's also got some Spearmen at the front, just for that great melee defense. And he's also got some White Lines of Race, which, you know, have great armor piercing. So these guys, if they can, you know, help out along with the Phoenix Guard or Tyrion or whatever, they can help get through some of the big monsters, you know, and, you know, Ushabti, stuff like that. They'll really help. So I really like that. So yeah, let's speed things up and see how it goes. So straight away, moving in. And Arcan is taking a ton of damage already. And it's not like Vampire Counts, you can just go, Invocation to Heck. Done. No, he has to charge up his healing. So it's pretty rough. So he's taking a lot of punishment. But I've got my Carrion flying in. There's going to be one after the Archers, one after each of the Eagle Claw Bolt Throwers. So hopefully I can get some damage into those guys. But it's basically just to try and stop them shooting for a while my front line gets in. So here I actually move in with the Tomb Scorpion. He's going to move straight down here and getting some damage with my archers into the Phoenix Guard. It's not going to do much, but they don't have shields, so, you know, it'll help. And yeah, the Tomb Guard, they should do really well against the Spearmen. I'm not entirely sure how well they do one-on-one actually against White Lions, but they'll hold their own for a while. And the Halberd's obviously great against you know, things like Dragon Princes and stuff like that. It's good to have some good armor-piercing anti-large. But yeah, it should work out quite well in the front line, I think. And here the Tomb Scorpion's coming in just to sort of ruin this this Spearman line. Obviously the you know, Phoenix Guard are coming in, but I'm getting a bit of damage into them, so that's something. And over here, once again, Tomb Scorpion coming in. But I'm going to eventually move these guys around so I can start shooting to the back of this stuff, you know, and start harassing some of the ranged units. Because obviously I don't want to attack from just one side, because then he can just throw everything in one direction, you know. So over here, Arcan managed to spot these Phoenix Guards. Luckily, I got him out of the way before he caught me, because that would have been pretty perilous. So here, I think I actually send the Spearmen off to the side to fight them, but I'm just trying to bog these guys down for now. So you can see my Tomb Scorpion is actually trying to hunt down this this Major Life, which I am using Spirit Leech on him. I'm trying to get rid of this Major Life as quickly as possible. Because, yeah, him healing things up, yeah, I don't want that to happen. My Carrion to come back, so I'll be attacking things with him, you know, chasing off units. I managed to shatter that Eagle Claw Bolt Throw, which is good. Here, fantastic Sun Fang. And Sun Fang is great in this matchup, because even the Tomb Guard that are, you know, the armoured infantry, look at that, 50 armour. It's pathetic. So Sun Fang will melt them as well. So here, use a Fate of Buna on these Phoenix Guard, which, you know, I think is a good call. The Life Mage is a bit busy, but I think he does get a regrowth. Yep, he does get a regrowth on top of them, in the nick of time there, which is a bit of a pity it wasn't a extended one. It was just the standard, and I'm pretty sure that Major Life is going to get broken pretty soon. Which is great for me. Unfortunately, load of stuff wavering in the front here. I've got my Tomb Prince fighting here, and I don't really micro the Tomb Prince much. I really should. He's on a chariot, so I really want to be cycle charging stuff, but I kind of don't, and that's not good. Here, Arcan charges in. I just wanted to basically charge and keep going, but no, he gets really stuck on Phoenix Guard, which is something I've not really encountered before, being, well, barely ever playing again, you know, barely ever playing Tomb Kings. So, but anyway, he gets out, so that's fine. Used the Tomb Blade, so everyone's getting some healing. So as you can see, my Tomb Guard here are perfectly healthy, and that unit of Phoenix Guard is out. So here, get rid of the Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower, so that's both of them dealt with now. And here, I'm just using my Skeleton Horseman Archers to chase off the Mage, which is great. I don't want him coming back, so I'm just going to keep chasing him. So Spearmen and White Lions breaking in the middle, and now I've got more fodder to throw into this nonsense. So my Tomb Scorpion still attacking some archers, trying to break them. And over here, got another Tomb Scorpion charging into this lot. But he's still got very, you know, well, not very healthy, but quite a healthy unit of Phoenix Guard. I've used the Blade of Setep on him to lower his physical resist and his armor. So you can see they're down to 70 armor, which is much more manageable for me. So that's very nice. So here I've got my Tomb Scorpion. He's going to harass Tyrion a little bit. And yeah, as you can see, I'm chasing down these Phoenix Guards. I'm using Arcan and I'm using the Skeleton Horseman. But I wanted to throw Arcan because it was closer, and I don't want these guys rallying before I can catch up to them with anything. So, but yep, they're getting chased off, so that's great news. And over here, I've basically just bogged down, you know, his Phoenix Guard. Over here, I haven't really bogged down these guys so much. And amazingly, these Spearmen are still going, which is a bit mad. So here you can see these carrying and chasing off the archers. So yeah, I'm basically just using all my fodder just to keep chasing things, make sure we can't, you know, can't come back. Because often a game will be decided, you know, it'll be quite close, and then suddenly a load of reinforcements will turn up, and you can't deal with them, especially with vampire counts. You know, this stuff could just all crumble all of a sudden. And if he suddenly comes with a load of reinforcements, I'm not going to have the manpower to deal with it. So I want to make sure they can't come back. So here, Arcan, he's going to be going for the Spearman. That'll recharge his Tomb Blade while he's in combat, and I need him in combat. So I'm going to go for the Spearman, because they're the easiest thing to fight in this, you know, in this bunch. So I'm going to try and do some damage to them. The Tomb Scorpion is getting bullied by Tyrion, but it's keeping Tyrion busy while I try and deal with his Phoenix Guard. And actually, my Tomb Guard here are holding their own. It's pretty impressive how well they're doing here. Obviously, there's the odd buff and debuff, and, you know, the Realm of Souls have been healing them up and things, but still, they're Phoenix Guard, for God's sake. So this is a little bit crazy. So, you know, Arcan's still chasing people around. As you can see, these Skeleton Horse Archers have got rid of the Mage. And here, I've just got a whole heap of stuff trying to fight these Phoenix Guard. Oh, just missed it. Another Sunfang over here. Very powerful. But unfortunately, he went more for the Spearman than the Tomb Guard. And he kind of hit his Phoenix Guard a bit there too, so they've now got terrified. So they're taking a ton of damage while trying to run through everybody. But they will come back. They will come back. They won't be terrified for too long. But it might be a bit much, because, yeah, there we go. They've got 26 guys left, almost no health. So use Spirit Leech on Tyrion, just to get some damage in. But I don't really want to focus him down too much, because he's just going to heal with the Heart of Avalon, you know, if I let him. So, yeah, I may as well try and get rid of as much other stuff as possible. So you can see my Tomb Scorpion over here has crumbled. I think my Tomb Scorpion died over here as well. But, oh no, he's still going. That's good news. Unfortunately, though, my Tomb Prince did die. And that was a bit dumb. I didn't use his curse or anything. I just really mismicroed him throughout, which is a real pity. So, weirdly, these Skeleton Horseman Archers, they stopped chasing. They were still just stood still. So I thought, oh, they've chased off the Phoenix Guard. They hadn't. They're still there. So those Phoenix Guard are coming back. Luckily, almost no health, and there's only 15 models, so it shouldn't be too bad. So over here, these Phoenix Guard are finally broken. So, you know, got the Skeleton Horseman Archers chasing them down now. Here, you know, I'm getting in the thick of it. These Tomb Guard are going to be stopping Tyrion in his tracks, and these Phoenix Guard are never going to catch Arcan. So all this stuff can now come over here and help. So I've got my Ushabti here. They're going to run in. They are disintegrating, of course. They are summoned. But, you know, that's fine. So do a little charge into the Phoenix Guard. Seeing as I'm only one unit, you know, deep, I'm quite happy to try and charge through there again. So get on top of the Ushabti, and that's enough to break them. The ones over here, they're still going by the looks of it, but I think army loss is beginning to hit. So more of these units will start shattering, and Tyrion will, well, he'll get bored and leave. That's the plan. And there we go! It worked! So Tyrion gets terrified away, and everyone panics. So, Pyrrhic victory. So it's definitely a fun one. I like Tomb Kings. I like them. I'm just sort of sad that I haven't really given them a chance yet. I hadn't really played them much, because, you know, every other game was Tomb Kings, you know, when it first came out. Luckily, it's been long enough that, yeah, they kind of don't really see them much anymore, which is good. I guess everyone got a bit burnt out on them. But, you know, I still managed to avoid doing the stupid Ushabti Greatbow thing. I find Ushabti Greatbow just so obnoxious. They are so irritating. So I like going with something a bit more conventional for Tomb Kings, because they're a lot of fun. I mean, especially with like the Tomb Scorpions being able to Vanguard, I just think is fantastic. They're so cool to have a Vanguard unit like that. So I really like it. But Rally Mouse's army here, I think, was great. I think it was a really good one. I think the equal bolt throwers, obviously I managed to throw carrion at them and disrupt them quite a lot, sort of early on, but they were getting some serious damage into Arcan, and Arcan only gets his Tomb Blade when he's fighting. So, you know, it's great to be able to do that much damage to him, you know, so well, sort of to begin with. If he'd got killed, it would have been really hard for the rest of my army to really pick up the slack. Arcan is too useful. And remember, he did take basically half a unit of Phoenix Guard out with that Fate of Buna, and he did use a Spirit Leech or two on the Major Life, which really helped me run her off. So run him off by the looks of it. Always hard to tell with Elven characters. Anyway, but yeah, it was definitely a tense fight. I think 3 units of Phoenix Guard, brilliant. I think people are really put off bringing Phoenix Guard against Tomb Kings a lot of the time, because if you just bring the 1 unit, Fate of Buna will wipe it out, you know? And you think, oh, well, that was a waste. I better not bring them anymore. It's too expensive, you know, to lose like that. But if you bring 3, you can't stop all 3, and they are brilliant units against Tomb Kings. They are so good. That's why they get prioritised with things like Fate of Buna. You really want to get rid of them. These guys will perform fantastically against the Tomb Kings. You know, any big monster or anything, if they get on top of it, they will get some real hurt done. So, you know, they're great units. So, yeah, just go all in with it, you know. And, you know, he had enough spearmen and white lines and things to hold the front line. Tyrion, great at dealing with the fodder. That Sunfang just chews through even Tomb Guard, and they are not cheap, the Tomb Guard. So, you know, be able to take them down to half health, you know, from full in one hit, especially with, you know, his front line sort of staggered like it was, chances are he's going to blob up in a couple of places when I charge my front line in. And that just makes, you know, perfect opportunity just to wipe out a load of them. And it worked out brilliantly, you know. Obviously, you know, it's still Tomb Kings against High Elves, and they really do lack a lot of armor piercing, which is a bit of a pity. But, you know, it was still rough. I mean, my my Tomb Scorpions got really hurt. He didn't really have an answer to my Skeleton Horseman archers, unfortunately. If he just had some cavalry, I think it would have really helped. You know, just some Illyrian Reavers or something. So that way I can't just keep chasing his units away. He'd have something to be able to, you know, chase down the carrion or whatever. I think that's very useful. Because when you've got expensive units like, you know, Phoenix Guard, you don't want them to break once and that's it. You know, you want them to be able to come back and carry on fighting. It's tough to lose them. But yeah, it's definitely a fun one. So thanks for Mouse, it's a great game. And guys, if you enjoyed this, please do comment, like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next one. Have a good day, guys.